And welcome, my friend, to video number 5 here in my Building More Muscle with Calisthenics video series. Again, I'm coming out with a new video every day from the 1st of December all the way through the 24th. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss each of these videos, where there are 2 tips in each one that's going to help either with mindset, lifestyle, or technical ability to help you get more muscle building potential out of your calisthenics training. And in today's video, the 2 tips are looking at some of the best exercises for working our core, midsection, and hips for building muscle. And the reason why this is important is because, for the most part, your biggest building mass gain exercises are going to be your compound pushing, pulling, and squatting movements. You're not going to get a whole lot of muscular mass from like crunches and stuff. But there are a couple of ways that we can work our midsection and working kind of the whole body at a time to get as much as we can out of this. So first and foremost, we're going to look at hips and hamstrings, because if we want bigger legs, we can't neglect our hamstrings. They're like the triceps, or actually technically the biceps, for the legs. If we're only working one half of the musculature most of the time, you're missing out on a lot. So for this, what I much prefer is the single or the cross angle hip bridge. So it's kind of mimicking a hip hinge exercise like what you would do with free weights, kettlebell swings, deadlifts, that sort of thing. And it's important that we have the entire back thoroughly engaged for making this happen. So we're working our back, our arms are tense, our shoulders are tense, everything from the waist up on the backside is contracted for stability, just like with a deadlift. Second, dig the heels into the ground so everything on the backside is contracted. Calves, hamstrings, glutes, we want everything on as much as we can. One of the biggest reasons why people fail to get much out of this exercise is because they'll get to the bottom and everything just shuts off. Remember, we want proactive muscle tension to improve our range of tension, not just range of motion. So I'm engaging everything and then lifting up primarily with the glutes and the hamstrings, and then scooting the hips back. I'm getting kind of a rocking motion with the hips. I'm not trying to go straight up and down. Rock with the hips, and that's going to give you a little bit of a stretch, and then drive up with the hamstrings. Again, if you've ever done like Romanian deadlifts, this is very similar kind of action with the stretch in your hamstrings, glutes engaged, and we're getting as much muscle involved to effectively stimulate strength in the glutes and hamstrings, but also getting the rest of the body to build up as well. Don't forget, you want to progress the resistance of this exercise to make it nice and heavy on the muscle. So we start off with about shoulder width or so for the exercise, and you can progress to feet close together, and then cross ankle. Moving your foot up the shin makes it more difficult, of course, on this leg, progressing eventually to single leg variants. You can see I can't get quite as high, don't have quite that much strength. So you're trying to get higher, which is going to build more strength along that entire posterior chain while helping to build your glutes and hamstrings. And then when it comes to working the front side of your body, aka your abdominals, we again want to use a lot of muscle with a lot of resistance. And one of the best ways to do this is with the handy ab wheel or something like gymnastics ring stretch outs. But setup is key for this. We want to make sure we're not getting too much movement, motion, or losing the integrity in our lower back. If you're feeling a strain in your lower back, it means you're overloading the exercise. So to set up for this, what you want to do is first have, of course, your shoulders are protracted forwards, and you're going to tuck your pelvis underneath so my abs are very strongly engaged. From there, extend your hips down by squeezing your glutes. And this is how we set up. You're not doing that in every rep. So once again, shoulders, tuck, get the abs really contracted hard, glutes engaged hard. Now we can go with the exercise. And the goal is not to stretch out as far as possible. The goal is to bring a lot of resistance to your abs and your hips. And if you can get a full range, great. But you're trying to breathe. You're still working your lats and your arms and your shoulders. You want to get a lot of muscle working really, really hard, probably about 5-10 repetitions here. So remember, once again, I include a micro workout down below in the description to implement each of these techniques in every single workout. It gives you a full 24 little micro workouts throughout the month of December. So I'll have a micro workout for your glutes and hamstrings and your abdominals, ab wheels down below in the description, as well as other resources I find very helpful for building muscle with calisthenics. This is the first video in the series, 3 things everyone should know about building muscle with calisthenics. And this is the latest video here as well. Best of luck in today's workout. Be fit and live free.